Make room for a brand new year and a brand new room. Cozy up with HomeDepot.com for up to 30% off select mattresses and mattress essentials. From pillow top to plush, medium firm to memory foam. Waking up to a wonderful new mattress is the perfect way to make your new bed and your new year. Up to 30% off select mattresses and mattress essentials from HomeDepot.com. How doers get more done. Online only. Free delivery on select items $45 or more. Visit HomeDepot.com for more information.
Here is your sports betting podcast with your free pick for Tuesday, February 17th, brought to you by the center of the handicapping universe, offshoreinsiders.com, www.offshoreinsiders.com. The two strongest bets on the board are on ESPN tonight from Joe Duffy's picks. Both of them are side selections. We remain a notch below 60% winners for the season, ho-hum, in college and NBA combined. And, of course, historically, college basketball has been as strong as any sport. And remember, my picks have been available publicly since 1988 on the Score Phone days. Joe Duffy's picks, 2 national TV sides for tonight, offshoreinsiders.com. And, yep, always a good possibility we could add some late steam. That, of course, is inclusive. Now, news and notes for Tuesday, February the 17th, Houston and South Florida. Now, the Cougars' J. Harrod Stiggers was held out of the last game due to disciplinary issue. He is questionable. 23 games this year, averaging 14.7 points, 3.5 rebounds. He has 28 steals. On the other hand, USF's Chris Perry remains out. He's not played since January 22nd. In 19 games, he's averaging 10.8 points and a very impressive 7.1 rebounds per game. Now, Houston played the second easiest non-conference schedule in the nation. That is 350th strength of schedule out of 351 teams. Now, number 180 overall, including, of course, conference play, USF, respectively, is 185 and 12th overall. However, Houston is 4-1 in their last 5 against the spread, even though a lot of people might think the strength of schedule pays off. Later in the year, Houston's actually 4-1 their last 5, despite a very easy schedule going early on. And that is despite being 2-11 their last 13 straight up. So that would make them one of our dichotomous straight up and ATS teams where they are covering despite playing very poorly straight up, and that means to ride that. Now, South Florida, 5-13-2 recently, minus 5.4 points per game based on the sweat barometer or margin of cover, as we call it. So based on that, we're going to go with a free pick on Houston. Again, a free pick on Houston. That is not one of our premium picks tonight at Joe Duffy's Picks. Get those 2 premium picks, www.offshoreinsiders.com. Alabama and Auburn. Alabama guard Ricky Tarrant is doubtful. He's missed the last 5 games. The Tide is actually 3-2 without him. All records are against the spread, unless we specifically say straight up. 19 games this year, he's averaging 13.1 points per game. Michigan State and Michigan. Michigan State without Derek Walton, who last played on January 24th. They're 4-2 without him, although 1-2 the last 3. And again, the prevailing thought, when you're minus a key player, you might rally around him short term, but then there's a point of diminishing return, and at least it looks like Michigan may be headed in that direction. He's a key player, 19 games, 10.7 points, 4.7 rebounds, 23 steals, 3 assists per game. Michigan already without Karis LeVert since January the 17th, 18 games, 14.9 points per game, 4.9 rebounds per game, and 3.7 assists. Wyoming and Nevada. Wyoming guard Larry Nance Jr. out since February the 4th. They're 0-3 without him. 2 of those by at least 14.5 or worse. And again, those margins that we quote are against the spread. They're actually 1-6 their last 7 overall. Nance Jr., 23 games, 16.3 points per game, 7.2 rebounds, 33 steals, 27 blocks, 2.4 assists. You can certainly see how they miss him. Baylor and Texas Tech. Tech is the biggest under team, going under at a 12-5 rate by minus 9.5 points per game. That is the biggest under team based on the margin, that 9.5 points per game. Teams at do have at least 10 games where there was a posted total. Now, that includes under by an average of 20.66 in their last 3 games. However, Baylor, the opposite direction, they've gone over at a 4-0-1 rate. All 4 of those overs were by double digits, and in fact, they've gone over at a 7-2-1 rate their last 10. Please, if you want these free podcasts to continue with free picks each and every day, all we ask is in return, give us a 5-star at iTunes or Stitcher, wherever you're listening. If you're listening to simulcast on YouTube, give a like. Retweet us whenever you can. Help us get exposure. It's really that simple, folks. I'm in it to sell a darn good product, so the more exposure we get, the more likely we are to continue this on a daily basis, about 361 days a year. Joe Duffy's Picks, OffshoreInsiders.com brings you this daily podcast.
Everyone loves shopping online. Well, I'm going to tell you what I tell my golf buddies when they buy clubs. Stop searching for coupon codes. Download Capital One Shopping to your computer. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them at checkout. Plus, it's free, and you don't even need a Capital One card to use it. That's like hitting a hole-in-one without even trying. Capital One Shopping. It's kind of genius. What's in your wallet?
Savings and available coupons vary.